Well, we're more than a few games into the year. How much do we know about this year's rookie class, Grant?
Well, it's still early. We have to remember we might be a half year into a decade-plus career for some of these guys. So I think it's best to reserve judgment for now. An NBA career is a marathon.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at point guard. Now here's Leonard. Playing Washington, he was nearly unstoppable. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You see how composed Leonard is close to the bucket? Knows exactly how to score at will.
DeRozan outside. And they pick up two.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
That'll be a 5-second call. From the inbound. And that one hits the back iron.
And a different kind of score. DeRozan attempted 741 mid-range jumpers last year. Almost 300 more than anyone else.
It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. That'll put Kawhi Leonard on the line. DeMar DeRozan picks one up. The free throw drops for Leonard. And Grant, DeRozan, high volume from the mid-range and extremely accurate.
You know, B.A., he consistently makes about half those shots. And defensively, you know that's his favorite area. But his ball handling and vertical negate anything you throw at him.
Now here's DeRozan. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Love it when Vucevic attacks with intent. He has the size and strength to dominate around the cup.
It's George with the drive. The kick out to Morris. Jackson outside. Leonard against DeRozan. Here's George. And again, it's the Clippers.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Caruso, the pass to Vucevic. Here's Levine for three. The rebound by Jackson.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
George's shot is off.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Pass to Vucevic. On the wing, Levine. Shoots over Zubac. Rebound by the Clippers. They defeated Washington in their last game.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
And that one good.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Chicago trailing here. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Well, Grant, one thing Levine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him post up with his back to the basket, converting through contact. It's just part of his overall evolution.
Players with this type of athleticism as Zach LaVine, historically, they keep people watching on TV and they keep people in the crowd. Why? Because you never know what you're going to see from them.
And the jam by George.
Sends it home with some...
Yo.
passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Levine passes to Caruso. Outside, Williams. Vucevic, a screen on Morris. Outside, Levine. Pass to Vucevic. Deflected. And he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So Chicago ends up going with a new group. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Batum is checked in for Zubats. Mann comes in for Leonard. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's John Wall in for Jackson. Now here's Wall. 9 points in his last outing. Morris for 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Pass to Dosunmu. Drummond to screen on Morris. Here's Dragic. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Drummond. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Wall on the take. Inside. They swipe it. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Dosunmu. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. That's tipped. And here comes the break. Ooh, a clear look for Powell. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Back on draft night 2017, the Bulls trading away their star, Jimmy Butler.
And what a haul they got from Minnesota. Zach LaVine, the headliner, and he's turned out to be a franchise player. It's tough to win one of those type of deals, but Chicago got a stud.
Now here's Wall. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense. For 3, Powell. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. Chicago shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. And it's Green missing. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 16-7 run. Ball for 3. The shot no good. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Dosunmu, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Outside, Green. 5 on the clock. That's good from Drummond on the assist by Green. Drummond's got his second basket.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Ball for 3. And that's not going to go. And so it's Los Angeles closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. More NBA on 2K Sports.
No, it's not. I thought it would be better, but...
Ladies and gentlemen, your full
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles. The Clippers in the lead. And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Now here's Jackson. Leonard for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Leonard's got 8 points.
In general, that's an important shot for Kawhi. When the threes are dropping, it rounds out his entire game.
DeRozan passes to Vucevic. Outside, Williams. LaVine against George. Shot by LaVine, no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
And the Clippers with the ball, following the bucket by the Bulls. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Over to the left wing, down low. Here's LaVine. Tries again. Here's Vucevic. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And RJ, you had 4 finals appearances in your career. You've seen what it takes to win, man. So how important is depth when you're chasing a championship?
Depth is so important. I'll tell you a quick story. When we lost to the San Antonio Spurs and Steve Kerr had the most random impact, he came in the game, hit 1 or 2 threes. We couldn't double team Tim Duncan after that. Then Tim Duncan went on to have like a 40, 20, whatever game because we couldn't stop him. And so I learned that the role players will have such key moments, and that's why I was so focused in 2016 because I remember what Steve Kerr did to us.
Now here's George. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. From deep, drops in the 3. He has 7.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question, he is elite, Allie. Thank you.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
DeRozan with the ball, and it's Leonard picking him up. Knocks down the long J. Caruso's got his first 3 points of the game.
And when you're trailing in a game, it can be tempting to try to go for the big play.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Kennard, he's checked in for Zubac.
Luke Kennard.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's a second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
White, he's checked in for Chicago. Levine passes to Williams. To the paint. Here's Caruso. Doesn't go for him. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Levine. That has to be
Like
encouraging.
what,
Sinking one after
What?
missing his first 5. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Here's George. After the basket by Chicago. Out of bounds. It'll be Bulls ball. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at the Bulls, way down in the conference standings. Lots of ground to make up in the final half of the year.
When I look at Chicago, there's no doubt they feel the pressure mounting. I mean, failing to match those expectations from the start of the year is apparent.
And we keep waiting for them to turn it around. And waiting, and waiting. And at this point in time, I'm just going to say it's probably not going to happen.
Leonard for 3. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Timeout called. The Bulls. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Andre Drummond is checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Bradley comes in for Williams. Green's checked in for Levine. And it's Dosunmu in for Caruso. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Batum is checked in for Covington. Morris comes in for Leonard. Norman Powell, he's checked in for George. And it's Wall in for Jackson. Now here's Green. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Drummond. It's not going to go for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
Yeah, they came up short both times against this team last season. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Double
Here's Dosunmu. Outside White. Drummond with the screen. 4 on the clock. They get it back. The kick out to White. They shoot again. Here's Bradley. And at last, they get one to fall. Bradley's got his first 2 points of the night.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Left side wall. Bradley grabs the board.
Wide open play.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Pass to Green. Here's DeSumo, guarded by Morris. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Here's Powell. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Shooting for the Clippers, Norman Powell, taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Dragic is checked in for White. And the second free throw is good. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Wall against Dragic. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. 3rd team foul. Substitution on the court.
DeRozan, left side. With 4 on the clock. Drummond, it's good on the putback.
This is the exact energy you like to see from Drummond. He can be a monster on the offensive glass.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Clippers ahead. Okay, Ali, appreciate it.
Hi, everybody. Kawhi Leonard just... In the first half, he was feeling it, not just putting up points. And now, let's take a glance ahead. Thanks for tuning in.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
The Clippers in the lead.
Oh, guys, the city of Chicago is used to the highest standard. The shadow of those Michael Jordan teams still looms large.
Levine and DeRozan, the star-studded wings. Williams at power forward with Vucevic at center. And it's Caruso in the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And it's the Bulls with the ball. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. To the middle. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
It feels like once you get a taste of winning, you never want that to end, Grant.
But the reality is, for most franchises, it does end for long periods of time. I hope the fans do appreciate this current Bulls team. There's something to be proud of.
Pass to Caruso. DeRozan against Leonard. DeRozan outside. Shot clock at 6. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Offline with a 3. The Clippers shooting it well at 59%. Kicks it to George. Lets the 3 fly. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
DeRozan outside. Over Morris. And it's DeRozan missing.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
George for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Levine with it. Guarded now by George. And again, no good by Chicago. Pass to Leonard. Jackson, right side. The three is up. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
The Hornets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the core of this team all out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Higgins is out there with James Wiseman. Curry, good.
I mean, he is so lethal on the drive. Once Curry knifes inside, there's little you can do to stop him. And as good as Draymond Green has been on the floor, this guy will be an all-time broadcaster, already a popular podcast. Great TV studio appearances as well.
Now here's Middleton. No good on that one. Great D that time from Green.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Banked in off the glass. Green's got his second bucket of the night. And Draymond Green, the next broadcasting star. You've watched his work. Why is that?
And Kevin, I think his basketball IQ is incredible. And we see that when he plays, but he can also vocalize it to the audience. And of course, Draymond is not afraid to say what he thinks.
Now, here's Ball. Kicks it down to Middleton. Pass to Rozier. To end the cold streak. The shot will not fall.